Layer 2s are certainly still one of the main narratives in crypto. This is mainly because of Ethereum's major upgrade, EIP 4844, which has reduced the cost of Layer 2 rollups by 10 to 100x, meaning each transaction could now cost just a fraction of a cent. This is why DeFi needs Layer 2s, and more specifically, why the top choice right now is Optimism. Need I say more? It's already reflected in the price of OP, especially when you compare it to Arbitrum. According to sentiment data, Optimism boasts an impressive 146% more daily development activity than the next closest project. In today's video, I want to dive deep into the project. We'll cover everything from the basic thesis of Optimism to its tokenomics, recent hypes, and also some concerns I have for the project. If you like this type of detailed analysis, make sure to subscribe to Tangem Crypto and we'll keep the videos coming. First thing first, let's start with the basic. What is Optimism? Optimism is a Layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum. It operates as a separate blockchain that sits on top of Ethereum's existing structure. The key technology Optimism uses is called optimistic rollups, which is also used by Arbitrum. These rollups bundle all the transactions into a single transaction to be executed on the Layer 1, aka Ethereum. And it's named as optimistic rollups because they assume quite optimistically that all transactions are valid until challenged and proven otherwise. And this is how Optimism be able to provide fast transactions for its users. Now, let's take a look at the team. Optimism was founded in 2019 by mostly former Ethereum developers and researchers. The CEO, Jingliang Wang, has participated in multiple Series A and B funding rounds for fintech companies, so that's a green tag for me. And other co-founder, Carl Flash, is a New York-based blockchain engineer that works with consensus and as a researcher for the Ethereum Foundation. So that's pretty impressive CV that we're seeing so far. But having a good team is not enough. What sets it apart from Arbitrum is with this next major tech upgrade in its roadmap, the Superchain. I'm super excited about this major upgrade because it's about making your life a lot easier. You see, the Superchain isn't just piling on new blockchains. Instead, it connects different Layer 2 rollup networks together. All these networks or OP chains are built on a shared base called the OP stack, which allows these networks to talk to each other without any hiccups. So what exactly is OP stack? OP Stack is a dev-friendly and it works like the backbone of the Superchain. It has flexible APIs that let you swap parts in and out or even mix in other platforms like Celestia or Bitcoin with minimal fuss. Think of it like Lego. You can mix and match different pieces for the best functions and features that the builders see fit, taking the best part of each one. So builders can pick and choose, like using Celestia as the data availability layer or Bitcoin as the execution layer. Pretty mind-blowing, right? Many have joined this Optimism Superchain via the OP stack, including Base and Worldcoin. This is what makes Optimism so strong for linking such reputable projects together. If you think about it, Base doesn't have a token yet. If people want exposure to Coinbase, they either have to buy Coinbase stocks directly, or if they prefer crypto exposure instead of stocks, they would tend to choose the OP tokens to invest in. The launch of the Superchain would merge OP mainnet and other chains into a single unified network of OP chains. That means super quick token transfer between different layers. So far, the vision for Superchain is pretty compelling and it's definitely catching the eye of many in the crypto world, whether it's for building with the OP stacks or attracting big investments, because Optimism is really not short on heavyweight backers. It is supported by some of the Silicon Valley's top crypto VC like Paradigm and A16Z. Recently, A16Z made a significant move by privately purchasing 19 million worth of OP tokens, as reported by Unchained Crypto. This hefty investment subject to a 2-year vesting period and is one of the largest investments the VC firm has made in the crypto space to date. And then there's Worldcoin and Base popping up on the OP mainnet. Plus, Optimism got a major thumbs up when the Solo blockchain crew picked the OP stack for the next gen layer 2. So yeah, Optimism kind of a big deal, gaining traction and shaping up to be a hotspot for blockchain innovation. So that's all the bullish news for Optimism, whether it's the tag or the team or some recent news about the project. However, there are some major drawbacks or even concerns I have. First of all, since it's utilizing the optimistic rollups, it takes time for layer 2 users to withdraw funds back to the underlying blockchain. This issue lies in not only Optimism, but a lot other optimistic rollups as well. This is why there are voices out there saying Sake rollup is the way to go moving forward. If that's the case, Optimism needs to find new narrative to stay relevant in the field. Now, let's move on to the tokenomics part, and honestly speaking, I'm quite disappointed. Let's take a look at the breakdown on how funds are allocated first. 20% goes to retroactive public goods funding, which supports projects beneficial to the public. Then 17% of the funds are earmarked for investors and 19% for core contributors who are early to the network. The largest chunk, 25%, feeds into the ecosystem fund, which is vital for growing and ongoing development and scaling. So that still looks alright. It looks evenly spread out in the pie chart, definitely better than Renzel's pie chart skill. But here comes the conceding part. First of all, only 24% of tokens are in circulating supply, which means throughout the next few years till 2027, there will be plenty of supply crashing the market. Even though investors and core contributors will have the tokens locked up for 2 years, there's still more than 70% of tokens to come. Second of all, the OP tokens themselves act mainly as governance tokens. We all know what governance tokens do, which is mainly just for voting right for some proposal or decision making for the project. In other words, this Ethereum layer 2 solution still uses ETH for gas fee. Despite the promise of integrating tens of thousands of users through partnerships with projects like Worldcoin and Base, it's still unclear how this would generate sustainable revenue for the protocol or boost demand for OP tokens. A key point here is the strategy around OP tokens needs sharper focus. We don't want to end up like the Atom tokens in the Cosmos ecosystem, where despite wide usage and many projects building on it, the tokens themselves don't capture much value. Another challenge Optimism faces is some really tough competition in the layer 2 space. While Optimism leads the pack in total addresses, boasting 138 million, it's closely followed by Base and Arbitrum with 72 million and 22 million respectively. But even with these strong numbers, it's actually Blast that has been stealing the show recently. According to Coin98, Blast user addresses surged by an impressive 42% in April alone. In comparison, Optimism saw a growth of just 2%, Base grew by 4% and Arbitrum by 12%. DeFi Llama ranks these platforms by their performance too, and the numbers are telling. While Optimism is currently sitting at number 12, Blast has clinched a spot at number 6, showing it's a force to be reckoned within the crypto area. Alright, so after a 10-minute deep dive on its pros and cons, here are my final thoughts. The fact that Optimism is buzzing with so much development activity tells us the team is hard at improving the protocol and expanding its reach. Personally, I'm more of a base user myself because I love trading meme coins on their ecosystem, but Optimism's still definitely caught my eye. They are like the trailblazers of the layer 2 world, and if the Superchain and module blockchain theory pan out, they could pull off some pretty epic stuff here. So that's it for today's video. Remember to get a cold wallet to protect your crypto assets, as you know hackers are everywhere in crypto. My current favorite is Tangem because it's hassle-free, easy onboarding, and no seed phrase required. Check out the link in the description box below, and if you do decide to buy yourself one, make sure to use my discount code GEMGEM10 for 10% off. So that's it for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.